Okay, my people. Somebody sent me a video that I found very funny, actually. It's a video of the South African president, Cyril Ramaphosa, talking about Donald Trump before he went to the US and when he got to the US. I think it's a very interesting video. Let's watch this.
When I meet him, I will tell him. I'll say, you, Donald Trump, you are even worse because your forebears came to America. They found the native, the indigenous Americans. They wiped them out. They killed nearly all of them.
Shit. Kia perish. Bruh, I got 274. Ke bereka bjang a go le so. Bruh.
So that was before and after, before meeting Trump and after meeting Trump. It's just very, very interesting. All right, so Julius Malema'S made a response to the occasion, the whole saga in the US with Mr. Ramaphosa and Donald Trump. Let's hear what Julius Malema had to say.
I will never be intimidated by America. I will never be intimidated by Donald Trump. They were speaking about me in that meeting at White House. If they were not gossiping about me, they should have called me into that meeting. I would have answered everything that Donald Trump wanted from us. Banchaba ba seba ka nna batho ba baholo ka dikhoneng ba tia transport ba ya kwa America ba yo bua ka nna slege. If they are not scared of me, call me into that meeting. That nonsense that Trump did in America, he will never do that nonsense in my presence because I will confront him here and there with the facts.
Do you think he would?
Ramaphosa could not present the facts in front of Donald Trump. You've got a coward president. He left here. Ariana, he won't be bullied. When he arrived there, he was shaking.
Let me pause there. He said you have a bully president. A bully as a president. Now, this is one thing that I really appreciate about South Africa's democracy. Would you say that about your president? The president is a bully, he said coward. A coward president. He said you have a coward president. Would you call your president coward and still survive? Let's go.
Atatazela, Achaba Donald Trump, another president scared of another president. Donald Trump said to him, when you say farmers, you mean white people. He kept quiet. Farmers do not mean white people. They are black farmers. They are white farmers. Ramaphosa is a farmer himself. He should have said to Donald Trump, no, farmers are not white. I'm a farmer myself. I am not white. Why didn't he present that simple fact before Donald Trump? Why didn't he say, there are so many people killed in South Africa and majority of them are blacks. There is no white genocide in South Africa. Bammonchatsila with crosses. He opens his eyes in shock. I know South Africa with my eyes closed. He's unable to tell Donald Trump that is not a picture.
Okay. Let me stop there. That is not a picture of South Africa, he's saying. So he's mentioning when Trump showed Cyril Ramaphosa. Look at these pictures, look at this video. It was a video of multiple crosses. They spoke about 1,000 different crosses. And Trump said all these crosses represent a life, like a white farmer. And people went to pay respect to all these bodies. And he says, I know South Africa with my eyes closed. There's no such thing as a genocide happening. He should have told Trump that is not the reality. But he sat there and doing nothing, not reacting and looking bad. Because as much as Mr. Ramaphosa, I believe, is an African that surely would wait for you to finish your sentence in that specific area. But that's what most Africans will do. They'll let you finish your sentence first. They won't stop you in between. They won't overspeak to you or however you say it. Trump did it all the time. And sometimes that's perceived as you don't know what to say. When you're looking like this, people think you don't know what to say. Maybe you have a lot of things to say. But within the African mentality, you want to allow your person to finish speaking because you respect them before you speak. He said he would have never sat there looking. He would have spoke out and loud.
Of South Africa. This picture does not belong to us. We don't have mass graves of white people in South Africa. Comrades, Donald Trump says to him, hey Ramaphosa, Donald Trump says to him, hey Ramaphosa, why are you not arresting this Julius Malema? Why is this Julius Malema not in jail? He can't respond with a simple fact that this song killed the Boer, killed. He failed to defend the Constitutional Court. By failing to defend the Constitutional Court, it means he failed to protect the Constitution. And when you fail to protect the Constitution as a president of the country, you have failed in your primary duty of defending the sovereignty of South Africa. Ramaphosa is a failure, but you must understand one thing. When Trump says, why is this man not in jail? Why is this man not arrested? He simply means, why is this man not dead? Why are you not killing this man who wants to kill for white people? In that White House, my ticket was taken out. They called for my life with an attempt to silence me. They will never kill me again because where I am dead. Because black people are dead. Black people have got no dignity. Black people have got no human rights. Black people cannot determine their own destination. They are waiting on the white supremacists to tell them which direction to take.
Do you think Mr. Malema is right there? He's speaking about black people have no life, they have no dignity, they have no nothing. They're waiting for the white supremacy to make the decision. Do you think he's telling the truth, or do you think he's trying to appeal to the heart of the black people as a politician? Do you think it makes sense what he's saying? Like, who's stopping black people from developing? Who's preventing black people from running things appropriately? Who's preventing black people from building roads, hospitals? Oh, let's not talk about building. Who's preventing black people from maintaining what exists and not putting money to the side? I'm not to say that other communities don't do it, but if you look at the scale in which we see the discrepancy, then we need to ask, how is this? Okay, they have corruption as well, but how is it functional on that side and not as functional on this side? Let's go.
What is this life we are living of being cowards? I'm not going to be silenced by threat of violence. I'm not going to be silenced by threat of death. When you say don't jail him, Ramaphosa should have said, in South Africa, we don't jail people like that. There are courts in South Africa, and the courts have said there is nothing wrong with this song. This is not my song. I did not compose this song. I found this song. The struggle heroes composed this song. All I'm doing is to defend the legacy of our struggle. This is a heritage of our struggle. This is the song that was sung by Peter Mokaba in the presence of Chris Hani, in the presence of Winnie Mandela. And therefore, I will never stop singing a song that Winnie Mandela sang before she died. That will be a betrayal to the struggle of our people. Comrades, when they say stop singing, kill the poor, kill the farmer, they are going to say to you, stop demanding the land. Because you are offending white people. Don't talk about the land.
Do you think the song Kill the Boer has its place? Number one, because of the historical value to it. Number two, do you think it sounds right? Kill the Boer, kill the farmer. Number three, kill the black man. Does it sound right? Then if it doesn't sound right, why would you sing Kill the Boer? Just a question. You answer. Let's go.
When you stop the land, they say black people must go back to Bantu education. There must be African schools. When you say no, they say no, that is not allowed. Today, a tender is given in White House without advertisement. where Rupert stands up and says, why is Elon Musk, Starlink, not given an opportunity in South Africa? Elon Musk's business cannot come to South Africa if it's not compliant with 30% BEE. What he did, Ramaphosa, after they asked him that, the following day, they issue out that they want to relax the BEE deals so that this Starlink can come into South Africa. There is no such a law in South Africa. That Starlink will not come into South Africa if it's not compliant with the BEE. We are not saying 30% must go to one individual.
You know the drill. It's very simple. South Africa has a law. 30% of equity of your company has to go to black people in South Africa before you operate. You have a major company, Amazon, Microsoft, whatever it is, 30% to the South African people. You're not giving out the 30%. They are buying it. They need some land of sort of ownership to your company. Why? It's the rule, number one. Number two, black people have gone through a lot of hardships in their own country. So they need to catch up with the history. Now, what he's saying is something crucial that happened in the White House, where Mr. Johan Rupert, who's a multi-billionaire, respected by Trump, he seized that opportunity to say, why can't Elon Musk Starlink come into South Africa so it can open up the market, so he can bring us technology, so he can help us with security? So whilst South African delegation went to the United States to clarify what's happening in South Africa, there's no genocide, an opportunity was seized to immediately accept without signing, without reviewing, saying, why can't he just come and do? Mr. Malema said the next day, they relaxed the BEE, which is the body that requires actually you as a company, external company, to pay 30% or to give 30% equity of your company to the locals. He said no tender was given, so no agreement was made. So automatically, under pressure, you accept to open a market, you refuse to open in the past. Does that make sense or not? Let's go.
That 30% must go to black people, as many as possible, because we want to benefit from our own economy. Comrades, we must never be dictated to by business. I long told you, South Africa, that we are captured by Rupert, that our country is run by Rupert. How can a minister of international relations sit in a meeting? Oh, Malema. Mara no is a good boy. Is a what is your problem? The whole minister of international relations goes and sit in a meeting that deals with international issues outside the country and never uttered a word. But businessmen, the golf players are speaking, but you, the politician who's supposed to speak on those matters, you are quiet. Why do you still want to earn a salary after being quiet? Why can't we give this salary to those white people? Because they are the ones who are speaking there. All white people who were in that house from South Africa, all of them spoke. All of them, including John Steenhuisen. What gave them the ticket to speak on behalf of our country? It was their color. Only the color of their skin is the one that gave them permission to speak at the White House. Lamula was there. Kumbuzo was even worse.
So the question is, let's say he's right. They spoke because of the color. What prevented the black politicians, regular entity of the government, to express themselves? Was there inferiority complex, perhaps? Fear, not knowing how to manage the situation right now? What is this? Did they stop them from speaking? Let's continue.
So why should we allow that? Comrades, this country will never be free as long as Ward 16 does not have clean water.
Let me know how you feel about this, fellas. It's always a great pleasure. God bless.